Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'd like to introduce the Kenwood KCA-iP500 iPod interface adapter that's connected to my KCA-MP928 CD MP3 receiver. So as you can see, we have the adapter here that's connected to the port at the back of the receiver, and there are two dip switches for configuring it to your head unit. As well, I have my iPod Nano 3rd Gen that I used to use with this receiver. So let's start things off by switching our source to the external media, which is our iPod interface adapter. By default, it's going to start playing in the playlist mode, and it will play the first song that's in your iPod in the root folder. And you can switch tracks by pressing the next track button or the previous track button. To select another playlist, you can hit the FM plus or next disk folder button or the AM minus previous disk folder button. And to select a specific playlist, you can use the number pad on the remote. Just press the number of your playlist and then hit either FM plus or AM minus, and it will take you right to that playlist. And to select a specific track inside that playlist, you can hit the number and then hit next track or previous track, and it will take you right to that song. So besides selecting songs by playlist, you can also hit the scan button and it will move to the artist list. And if you hit scan again, it'll go to the album list. And if you hit scan once more, it will go to the genre list. And when you hit scan again, it will go back to the playlist. And the same thing with the number pad applies if you're looking for a specific artist, album, or genre. Personally, I've always only used playlists just because I can find my music a lot easier since I organize them in iTunes that way. And one thing to note, I think it's pretty standard for iPods and iPhones when you disconnect it from the receiver and then you plug it back in. It's just going to start playing the last song that you're playing. However, when you start hitting the next folder button or the previous folder button, it's just going to start playing the first song in your iPod in the root folder. From there, you can select your playlist or your song again. So another thing I wanted to bring up is that at the beginning of this demo, you might have noticed there was a playlist that had a podcast in it. The reason for this is because this iPod interface adapter doesn't actually allow you to select podcasts or audiobooks from your iPod. So the way to get around that was to drag the podcast into a playlist. And that's how I was able to play my podcast. So this pretty much covers the very limited functions of this very early iPod interface adapter. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one.